Stimulus checks, lump sum payments, refunds, and money. Today is your last day. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. So first off, there's multiple different topics here, but they're all essentially encompassed within the same exact thing. But I want to talk about a variety of different things here and let you know how there's a lot of money on the table right now. And I want to make sure that you're grabbing as much as you possibly can provided. This is relevant for you and your situation. Alright, so let's get right into this and talk about what it is at the time. Alright, today is tax day. Here's the deal. If you need to file a tax return, it needs to be filed. And actually post-market, if you are somebody that is going to be sending it in the mail, or if you owe taxes, you better have that payment in the mail by the end of today. So anyway, let me talk to you through some details, because there are some people that pay in out there right now, but the IRS is also paying out in the big way. In fact, as of right now, I just came across a report and they have now paid about $222 billion. That's a lot of money, seriously. $222 billion, essentially $250 billion has already gone out from the IRS in the form of refunds. That's a lot of money, right? Alright, so anyway, let's go into this and talk about all this. Number one, if you're somebody who did not receive your $1,400 stimulus checks from last year, whether it's for you, a spouse, or a dependent, including a dependent under the age 18, or possibly an adult dependent, if that is your situation, you can still claim that on your tax return according to the IRS. And that is the only way that you can claim in these days is by filing a 2021 tax return and of course claiming the recovery rebate credit. And you can be due with $1,400 or possibly more if you have multiple dependents that you did not claim a $1,400 stimulus checks for last year, okay? So that is available right here, right now. So please, if you have the money come and due to you, or if you feel like you're in this situation, please claim the money, because the IRS is not going to call you and they're certainly not going to send you a letter and say, we'll use the money. How would you like to receive it? They're not going to do that, alright? Next, today is the very last day. The IRS announced probably maybe 2 weeks ago now that they have $1.5 billion sitting there waiting in tax returns from 2018. You get 3 years to claim the money. Today is the very last day. If that money is not claimed by the end of the day today, from the 2018 tax returns, the money is gone. You can't get it anymore. You get 3 years according to the IRS. And today is the very last day of that 3-year time frame. Therefore, if you did not file a tax return from 2018, you might want to look at this very closely. And honestly, very quickly, because here's the thing. From 2018, like I said, they still have $1.5 billion of refunds that they still need to pay out, but they haven't done so yet because they were level claim. Alright, next on my list is talking about the lump sum payment. For those of you who received get the child tax credit payments from last year, now here's the thing. I know that there's not a ton of you here in this community are qualified for the child tax credit payments from last year, but remember, the first half of your payment was going out in the form of those advance payments on a monthly basis. $250 to $300 per child per month, starting in July through the end of the year in December, right? Remember that was only half of your payment. Remember, a lot of people out there don't realize that you still have the other half of your payments, $1,500 up to $1,800 per child, that is still hanging out there in the IRS. So remember, if you had that stuff, the child tax credit payments last year, even if you're somebody who typically does not file a tax return, if you're low income or a fixed income beneficiary, maybe SSDI or SSI or anything like this, if you have no income, zero income, and you typically do not file a tax return, the only way that you can get your lump sum payment from the other half of your child tax credit payment is actually by filing a tax return. That's right, out the IRS, they said that, so the only way that you can claim your other lump sum payments is filing a 2021 tax return. So one more thing I want to throw out, well, not one more, a couple more things I want to throw out there as well. If you need to file a tax return, I would highly say check out your situation and file a tax return as quickly as possible. One more thing, if you do owe payments, if you owe the IRS some money through taxes, that thing better be postmarked by the end of the day today. If it is not postmarked by the end of the day today, you might be looking at some penalties at once again. Actually, what's interesting about this, as I was reading a number of different reports about this, and a lot of people are getting hammered today. Seriously, a lot of people that didn't even realize that they have a tax liability coming are getting hammered, especially people who may have invested or traded cryptocurrencies, or maybe if your situation changed from last year and you may owe some back payments on stimulus checks. Yes, some people may need to pay back a portion or a little bit of their stimulus checks, even some of those people that receive the child tax credit payments. Unfortunately, some people may need to pay some of that back. So a lot of people are getting hammered these days by the IRS by things that come up as surprise. They didn't even know that they were going to go on. And all of a sudden they ran their tax return and thought, oh, this is a big surprise to me. I didn't realize that I owe $500 or $1,200 or some massive amount like that. That would not be a good thing for a lot of people. So according to the reports that I was reading, a lot of people are getting a little bit of an IRS surprise this day. Not a fun thing, right? Also, there's other things that are going on today. There's some interesting different deals out there like McDonald's and Subway and Dunkin' Coffee. There's a couple of different deals out there right now on tax day where you can maybe get, if you sign up for their app or things like that, you can get maybe like a free Big Mac, or you can get some free coffees from different places. You can get like 15% off a food log stop at the Subway. It's kind of, I don't know, some interesting things, right? Maybe these businesses are feeling a little bit bad for people these days, as they got to open up their wallets in the, hand over some money to the IRS, things like this. Generally, there is tax refund for those people who have kids, but it's even out these for those people who are low income and who don't have kids. You could be getting a few $100 back that to one as well. So we kind of waited until the very last minute here to put the video out. One last little Hail Mary, and just hey, if the money is there available for you and you feel like you have some of that come and do, then all by means please grab it, because it's available and you might as well grab it if you feel like it is out there for you. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.